Chapter 23 Indian Armed Forces. Indian Armed Force consists of three uniformed services: Indian Army, Indian Navy, and Indian Air Force. It is world's second largest military force. The President of India is the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces. The Indian Armed Forces are under the management of the Ministry of Defence, that is MD, of the Government of India. Let's talk about Indian Armed Forces in detail. The Indian Army is the land-based branch and the largest component of Indian Armed Forces. It is commanded by the Chief of the Army Staff, who is 4-star General. The Indian Navy is a well-balanced and cohesive three-dimensional force capable of operating above, under, and the surface of water bodies. The Chief of Naval Staff, a 4-star Admiral, commands the Navy. The Indian Air Force is the air arm of the Indian Armed Forces. Its primary mission is to secure Indian airspace. The Chief of Air Staff, an Air Chief Marshal, is a 4-star officer and is responsible for the operational command of the Air Force. On 1 May 2022, Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey took charge as the 29th Chief of the Army Staff. Before being appointed as the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey was serving as the Vice Chief of the Army Staff. Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey has become the first officer from the Corps of Engineers to take charge of the 1.3 million strong force, as the position has been held so far by officers from infantry, artillery, and armed regiments. Lieutenant General Manoj Pandey has become the first officer from the Corps of Engineers to take charge of the 1.3 million strong force, as the position has been held so far by officers from infantry, artillery, and armed regiments.